The way to stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
I played the Phillies one time. He just run it back, run it back, run it back.
48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
You want me to talk to you nice?
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a wine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear to
anybody know Danny Jones over?
When you making best can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like rape.
Danny Jones.
Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. No both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
69.
going big, going bigger.
I thought you said 79.
My game too cold, made a shiver, but I'm still a hot boy, cool down, let it
Nah.
simmer.
I would have Eli in the
Got
game.
him better. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a setter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a
Why wouldn't you get hurt though? Like that was crazy.
I was down in the chips.
You don't get hurt in them type of games.
Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the...
No, bro. Last time I played T, you told me he was good. He was trash. Yeah, that was the first time I played him, when you took him in there and everybody, even little Leon came down there and had his way with him. What did he be saying? Yeah. Yo. You talk about all the chess, man. You think he the wisest?
27-yard line.
I used to play like that on Madden 16. I used to play like that. I used to dink and dunk all the way down the field, inside zone runs. Put true clock on and run the whole first half. Had a football the whole first half.
Ain't no such thing as a
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Hey,
On second down now, it's Gordon. 2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Yeah.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Really,
Cluster. Trace on travel.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Takes 3. 2-8-3's top.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Run 80.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, Rocket. 61. Matchbox lights.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He don't never run the ball. He play running back, but he don't do nothing. Nah, he get busy.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And Allen's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Oh. He ain't for everybody. That's all I can say.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Hey, Delta!
From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I'm going to run you over. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Hey, watch the slant.
And we're going 37. Hey, 79.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Got it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Slam.
Rock it. Shoot.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big run there by Henry. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Leo, get it.
Derrick Henry. Down right around the 25. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 52. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, Mike 52. General West.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken very short. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
On second down, it's Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the double. 57, Mike 57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Snap.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
That's good for 28 yards. To throw is Rivers. Able to get this to Gordon. And out of bounds right around the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Keep it skinny.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
She don't know what to say back.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Rivers, he leaves to Eckler on the draw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill sets up the screen to Lewis. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Come on now, let's go.
He's trying to square up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
The 46-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolled,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Melvin Ingram, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the right side with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 43. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
You draw quarters. Outcome. Right here. Check 99. Check 99.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this to Eckler. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 45 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
Let's go, let's go, good route. You got 70 minutes. That's too sweaty. Yeah, that's way too much.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And the busy night for Henry continues. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. I'm scared. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son. 49 to Mike.
Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And the Titans first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double time, double time. 3 out.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
6 guys. Check 6 go.
They'll run with Henry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, 2. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Check. 2. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
X3, 218, chop.
I'm coming. 25, go.
On first down, Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Ready?
Watch 49. I got one. Double time. 3 down.
Now Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 17 yards out, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, This is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This will be taken short.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He's back to throw. And caught by Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
I know, you got to be a game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you Derrick Henry all alone. 20. It's a big run that time by Henry. 48 yards on the ground. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They finesse you.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
You gotta chill, man. Every time somebody say clap.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gauthier. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
You gotta chill out.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now.
Alright.
Ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul. You can tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got 10.
Who the Vikings play? The 49ers.
And half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got streams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they figure. They don't even gotta say it. They think they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Just like that.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
What now? Oh, man.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, lights.
Now Cousins. And his first pass is incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, we're good.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Need that.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Breeze finding Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Breeze now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Safety's great. 80 weapons. Check 15. Check 15. Watch out.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Sammy! Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Cousins gives way to Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd.
Get him. Good route here.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. Third and long for Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Cousins now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Cousins now. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 29 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I know that's not, I used to do that shit, but you couldn't see.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Ready, 95, 56, 36, 36.
March forward.
Hey, easy.
Breeze going to throw. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Well, onside kick.
Check 56. I got you. I got you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, Cook. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Switch. Check.
They try again with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Tight dog. Out. Alert 3.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Who you got? Oh, I got the same team.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
I feel like he threw me a little bold pass, too.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Cousins. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the call. Watch Waker Omaha. Check it back.
Cousins. And that's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team. I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Orbit. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 40, Mike 40. Check, check. He's coming, he's coming. I'm trying to collect. Here we go, here we go.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, easy. Mike 40, Mike 40. Check, hey, Alpha.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, easy. Bravo. Go. 40's Mike, 40's Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 56. You don't want that. Pick up the ball.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check 13.
Again, it's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
tell. He look washed up, but not on the game. He's tough on the game. But, yeah, I used to use it last year. They don't got good run plays in it. They got good passing plays in it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
Sponge. No.
Kill.
Breeze now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Ready.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit. You're good. I'm full. Ready. That's 11.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Focus, defense,
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. On play action, Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On the carry, it's Cook. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins to throw it. And he's able to find Diggs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 5.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there.
So mother, Ja, he done like the whole season. Oh, he done. I mean, he is already ordering what he's supposed to. I don't know what he's trying to stash in over here for. 20-year-old freshman. That ain't it, mother. Why you think I'm winning? Why you think I'm winning? You can get in, be a little, I mean, steady nigga. He can play on any team because like the way he plays, but he ain't gonna stand out on any team. Oh, we'll get like, he's supposed to be going to the top. What happened to that? Like, they got DP, you know what they're doing. And the big lies, you could have ran the pub. You should have said slide. I was trying to change my jersey. Oh, yeah. I just messed up everything, huh? I know I did. Yo, he tried to sneak you. I like these better. Wait.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.
Yeah, that's right. Dang used to be on the game. I don't like that.
I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
And that drives.
Shitty. I just seen him on my. Yeah. He been in high school for like 6 years. Yeah, he terrible, bro. Like, his stats be terrible. He be his stats be worse than Mary Gotti's. In fact, I was about to say Mary Gotti, it'd be worse. You know that's hard to do. He give you an 8 for 35 game, like. Then tell everybody around the way he had 30. Damn, like, that ain't no good 30, bro. I believe I just did all that for nothing. I believe.
Which is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You dirty my legs, then. We got to blow you up, man.
Put up! 180! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and just like that, it's third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. He's got his tight end, Burton. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Here we go, D. Here I go. Hands up. Check. Alert. Check 9. Check 37. Red up.
First carry now for David Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Let's bring it. 18.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Rashad Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Good. I got you.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Another try for Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here we go. That is the secret. I found that out a long time ago. But I'd be so busy trying to focus, bro.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run on second down with Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Trubisky to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on second down. Wilson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Mike, check. What's up? They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go, D. Hey, look. All day. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Good track. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, 0.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Basically, I was on the door inside of the field. I mean, he was by himself.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
up. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Red, up. Hey, 18. Mike 5-4. Check right.
On third down, Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for route. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 82 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Keep running. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They run it with Carson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike, run. Play good. Stay with your man.
Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Well, Charles, while we have a second, you know, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the... But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From just shy of midfield, Wilson, he gets his running back, Procise. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
You like the ball. That's how you
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Akeem Hicks able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Check, 59. Tighten up. Pull together. Mike, check, 59.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, it's caught, block it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Gun.
Check 59. Mike is 50.
Good job right there.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Almost down there.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Mike 42. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Switch. Check.
Points allowed.
Alert. Yep.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 52. Underfoot. Blue draw, focus.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Buster Screen.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation,
Don't let them people on their phone lie to you, dog. Them niggas fraud.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check second to 10.
Let me find out my team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to...
Hey, Mugger. Was you watching that video? Like, what Cuz talking about, dog? He a motivational speaker? He a
the 29-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay. I said, okay. I see where this is going. He showed him the way.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott is going to fire one. He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys field and score on the opening drive. For Beth, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
What you got, huh?
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Here we go. Get that ball, King. Get that ball. Kill.
On third down, they're running with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's a second down run with Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's third down.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Go. Under 10. George, go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Hey, Delta. It's our time. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
6-6, bullet high. Come, Betty. Stand. Check 31, check 31. Straight 15. Watch the twist.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. Again, it's Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. Well, this is a good window right here, partner, to wish happy holidays to everybody out there in Madden Land, and happy holidays to you and yours as well.
Same to you. Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, however you celebrate the holiday season.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of, what is your favorite holiday song? Because I know in the elevator on the way up, we heard Feliz Navidad, and you went into the fetal position.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel bad about that because, it's a big hit and all, but it's not my favorite. Silver Bells, as done by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
My favorite.
That's classic. I'd have to go Burl Ives, Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. Always puts me in a jolly mood.
I love that because when we watch some of the Christmas specials, there's Burl Ives as the narrator.
Hey, check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Dancing to his left. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Out. Here we go, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And on that one with 6 defensive backs. Did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys are the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Banjo. Check 48's the mic.
74. Hey, Charlie. You better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Two down.
Gotcha.
Five.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Slam. 46 down, man, 5-4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
57. Come on.
Wentz now on first down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's checking. Crash. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On first down, Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the target there. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run with Howard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Waiting! Let him know, let him know. Let him know. Hatch it.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Sanders, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll try to run with Sanders. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll score.
I need to learn how to do playmaker. Like, my players don't move.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish it well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate.
Like, I know what you mean, but how bad?
That's why you treat my man good, but not too good. I give him too much to let him leave me. I give him just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
All for this shit is in the red line, dog. Blocking me, dog. I'm watching this nigga Chris Green's highlight film, dog. I tell you, like, this shit got that one bucket. Nigga Chris Green. He's the person around me. I mean, Newman, he's dunking ass nigga. I seen one bucket so far. Two. I watched this shit for a minute, dog. I got 2 buckets. I'm giving they souls the chills. My jury the coldest chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Burst off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Let me tell you how I bet on fast earlier, boy. Bro, when I tell you, like, it ain't even like they throw a little big body on there. This little ass 5'8" nigga on it, dog. That's what you gotta do with it. You can't throw no big body on there, like, too fast. You gotta throw a little quick one on there. Little daddy on it. I'm gonna pick the shit out of daddy. Then I keep running those niggas through again, dog. I keep, oh my goodness, dog. Not nowhere yet, dog. You still at that fucking Utah.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown.
Yo, a lot of power in the building went up before the Eagles game was about to start, dog.
You say that you ballin', keep it real though.
I was about to fucking cry, dog.
I make it look easy, it's a field goal.
I ain't missed nothing though. I thought he was about to get shit poppin', dog. That nigga went to big.
You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.
You got that moving around on my heavy music.
Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl
He did not get lined on heavy music.
Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like
You already know what it was.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Hold up. Oh, this shit worse than the snippet. I downloaded this shit though, mother.
Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one from now and one from
That boy seemed like a chill dude, though. I didn't think he had no shit like this in him. This shit go hard.
I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking Steve. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like,
He probably got no odds.
to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Good to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off with Disney, hope you ready, get it up.
Nah, that's just random, bro, because I'm never going to pick no team, because I'm bored. I'm tired of all these teams. We can start from the Cowboys. 1 random, or 2 random, or 2.
Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Nah, I ain't going to do 1 more. I think 3 too much, because you bound to get a good team. But come on. I got Browns, 49ers, and Patriots.
I'm in the west, all in the rest, I never sweat, ice in the wrist,
Dirty.
all in the rest, watch out flip.
Good, you got your 1 more.
I'm in the west,
That's what you stuck with, though. I mean, you can't get no worse than what you got.
ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I told the wrist.
Yeah,
You wanna be famous, they act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savings. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause ice on the wrist. On the wrist. On the wrist. Watch out.
about to fuck you over and give you Dolphins or something. Never. Straight shit. He said run that joint up if you want the next one. I'm gonna run that shit up.
Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the bip. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
I already know.
Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the wrist. I never switch.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay, mother, why they blackball my man Rico like that, man? That nigga done. My man Rico Havoc, that nigga done.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins.
I sound one of the big ass ladies. I'm telling them, like, y'all gotta let me get my fucking music, man.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be taken short. And nice work on the return as he'll start.
Like, they not making money, but they not losing on either. Basically, they think like they got bigger assets on the label, so they gonna put their money into them niggas before they put their money into him, cause they think his shit gonna flop, and they know they should not. Like they ain't about to get this nigga no 10-hour studio sessions, pay for his clothes and all that shit, and that shit flop. He signed with a big ass label too, didn't he? Like Atlantic or some shit, right? That shit was bound to happen. That bitch is my friend.
Just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
I'm a boy. He red black, yo. You can't make no shit like that Lucas shit, boy. Tripping, boy.
Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and 11 at the